After 2.5 years of being closed off, Japan has finally opened its borders for everybody around the world, and now it's time to visit the land of the rising sun. Japan, which had among the strictest border policies during the outbreak, was among the most locked-in country, has now finally opened up, and it couldn't be any more exciting than now to make a visit. That's why we wanted to celebrate the news and tell you about the best places we could find for you to visit in the land of the rising sun. Of course, if you love traveling and you enjoy videos like these, you should definitely hit the like, subscribe, and bell ring icon to our channel Travel Buzz for more quality videos like these. Moving on, we will show you the best parts of Japan to visit and tell you more about it. Number 1. The best one for contemporary culture. Tokyo. Tokyo is a city that is always reaching ever further into the future, pushing the limits of what is possible on this densely populated, earthquake-prone land with ever taller, more elegant structures. Tokyo is Japan's premier destination for contemporary art and architecture, pop culture, shopping, alcohol consumption, and entertainment, and is right up there with Kyoto in terms of food. But more than any single attraction, it's the city itself that enchants visitors. It is a sprawling, organic structure that stretches as far as the eye can see. Because it is constantly changing and encompasses a variety of neighborhoods, no two experiences in Tokyo are alike. We also have a planning tip for you. Tickets to the sumo, kabuki, and Giants baseball games are usually sold 1 to 2 months in advance. The Imperial Palace and Ghibli Museum are other popular attractions that require advanced planning. So, hearing from us, the first suggestion is to go to Tokyo. Number 2. The best place for traditional experiences. Kyoto. Kyoto, Japan's imperial capital for 1,000 years, is home to more than 1,000 temples. Among them are monumental ones like Kinkakuji, an exquisite pavilion completely covered in gold leaf, and meditative ones like Ryoanji, with its austere Zen rock garden. And the temples are just beginning. There's a tea culture, which you can enjoy at one of the city's many elegant tea houses. The art of geisha, those iconic performers of traditional music and dance, and also a rich food culture, including keiseki, Japanese hot cuisine. Number 3. The best architecture. Naoshima. Naoshima is one of Japan's great success stories. A rural island that was on the verge of becoming a ghost town is now a world-class center for contemporary art. Many of Japan's most renowned architects have contributed buildings, including museums, a boutique hotel, and even a bathhouse, all designed to enhance the island's natural beauty and complement existing settlements. The resulting blend of avant-garde and rural Japan is captivating. It has also inspired some Japanese to pursue a slower pace of life outside the big cities and relocate to Naoshima to open cafes and inns. And again, there is a planning tip. Try to schedule your visit during one of the 3 exhibitions of the Setaushi Triennial, which takes place every 3 years in spring, summer, and fall, the last in 2022. Naoshima hosts a variety of art, theater, music, and dance events that make this festival so special. Number 4. The best for views and pilgrimages. Mount Fuji. Even from a distance, Mount Fuji will take your breath away. Up close, the perfectly symmetrical cone of Japan's highest peak is simply breathtaking. Dawn from the summit, pure magic. Fujisan is one of Japan's most revered and timeless attractions. Hundreds of thousands of people climb it every year, continuing a centuries-old tradition of pilgrimages to the sacred volcano. Those who prefer to seek the perfect view from less daunting peaks nearby can follow in the footsteps of Japan's most famous painters and poets. Planning tip: the best time to climb Mount Fuji is during the official season, which begins on July 1st and lasts until mid-September to avoid rain and snowfall. Always check typhoon warnings before hiking in Japan. Number 5. The best place for contemplation is Hiroshima. Hiroshima today is a forward-thinking city with attractive, leafy boulevards. The true extent of the human tragedy caused by the atomic bomb becomes clear only when you visit the Peace Memorial Museum. A visit here is a heartbreaking, important history lesson. The park surrounding the museum, much of it designed by Japan's great modernist architect Tange Kanzo, offers many opportunities for reflection. But the city's determination and the food will ensure that you take good memories with you when you leave. Number 6. The best for swimming in the forest. Yakushima. Yakushima is a small island off the coast of southern Yakushu. It is often described as magical, enchanting, and even otherworldly. It's a place for which there are no words and where enchantments and charm take place. It's home to some of Japan's last virgin forests, including the Yakusogi, an ancient cedar native to the island whose giant roots form strange tentacles. Among them, hiking trails run through rugged, often moss-covered terrain. The landscape here is thought to have inspired the famous Studio Ghibli animated film Princess Mononoke. As an extra, if you're not hiking, stop by the Yakusogi Museum to learn more about the importance of the Yakusogi, Japanese cedars, to the islanders of Yakushima. An audio guide in English is available. Number 7. The best place for exploring temples. Koyosan. Riding the funicular up to the sacred Buddhist monastery complex of Koyosan feels like ascending into another world. There are more than 100 temples here, the highest of which is Akunoyan, where the paths wind between towering cryptomeria trees and ancient stone stupas covered in moss and lichen. Other temples offer a very different experience. The chance to stay overnight, eat traditional vegetarian Buddhist dishes, and rise early to meditate with the resident monks. And although there's no dress code at Japanese temples and shrines, visitors are expected to keep relatively quiet in these sacred spaces. Number 8. The best beaches. Check out Okinawa and the Southern Islands. Okinawa and the Southwestern Islands offer completely different experiences than the rest of Japan. This semi-tropical archipelago forms an arc between Kyushu and Taiwan. Until Japan annexed them in the 19th century, they formed a separate kingdom, the Ryukyu Empire, and the cultural differences are evident right down to the architecture and food. Here, you'll find Japan's most beautiful beaches, such as those of the Yaeyama Islands and the Kararama Islands, with sugar-white, palm-fingered sand and turquoise waters. Enjoy the islands by soaking up the sun or going snorkeling and dive right into the waters. Number 9. The best street food and nightlife. Osaka. When it comes to urban experiences, Tokyo just can't claim it all. Osaka, Japan's third largest city, is the city best for its street food. Whether it's a famous dish takoyaki or grilled octopus dumplings, one has to come to Osaka to try it all. The city also has the most dramatic night scene as well, with dazzling displays of LED lights, animated signs, and flashing video screens along the Dotonbori waterfront. The city, Japan's oldest commercial center, has a pace, spirit, and joie de vivre all its own. Its unofficial slogan is "Koida ore," eat until you drop. Just as a tip, when you travel to this city, hotels in Osaka will usually charge an overnight tax on top of the accommodation fees, which varies according to a standard rate. So, if you make a visit, prepare for that. Number 10. Last but not least, the best for mountain hiking. Kamikochi. Kamikochi is a highland river valley surrounded by high peaks of the northern Japanese Alps and is one of the most beautiful natural landscapes in Japan. Easy day hikes are available along the pristine Azuzagawa through tranquil forests of willow, larch, and elm. Kamikochi, the cradle of Japanese alpinism, is also the gateway to more challenging hikes up the country's highest mountains, such as the Yarigataki. Private cars are banned in Kamikochi, lessening the impact of the crowds and with easier hikes due to the car bans. And now, with all the top 10 places given to you, we know where to find you when you visit. Whether you choose to see the urban life, cultural life, natural life, or other walks of life, Japan's got it all. With the land of the rising sun finally opening up to the world after being isolated for 2.5 years, there's no better time than now to go. If you like this video, make sure to click the like, subscribe, and bell ring icon so we give you more quality videos, and don't be afraid to write us any suggestions you may make in the comment section below or where you travel to in Japan. Thanks for watching.